United States of America. I'm say see any omu edins our so pa. There's one major M1 I say aid and commodity Ghana for as we speak now. President John Dramani Mahama on the cabinet ministers, cabinet, and then the health ministry. Omo are rejected. Ama manfo bebre but President John Dramani Mahama baso. Pa ama akwakoye global men kanasa because said President Donald Trump, US President buy or bo US aid. And yema dodo na ehyehyase no especially World Health Organization and more mo de kɔ de kɔ bo mo e mo de kɔ wiase afana nyina de boa yare diseases beba ene yare beba nyina omo boa de soso ano ne kakra edi nro ne ho akade kɔ no President Donald Trump buy na oso atwam and a very different one buy no so friend no American First Global Health Strategy. American First Global Health Strategy. And you know any idea President Donald Trump EDBC US aid na nine the side that World Health Organization no na no na drew Ghana for so say so ye die wo muni $109 million and was in Ghana yensaka na ehun aka de bebe ba ne ho ne bebre asika techre for so many years e da yenim de and Ghana ebe use sika in our health sector na etimi aboa yen but President John Dramani Mahama or say that be sa grant na say aid na US for e dey ba no nya de a obesom. But then we have a video to this and quickly no e be kɔ ne akotie na ye ba we are going to give you the reasons in here President John Dramani Mahama and the cabinet ministers cabinet any health ministry omo anya ntum tie nkɔ ne mra sese.
America just got told to basically fuck off by Ghana, and Ghana has refused a massive deal offered by the Americans. And this deal was a health aid deal worth over $130 million. And you need to know why Ghana has rejected it. But first, so this makes sense. When Trump first took office, he obviously cut foreign aid spending to pretty much every country to go through it and see what they were paying for. But so this makes sense. When Trump took office, he halted all foreign aid spending to go through it and see what the US was paying for. Ghana was getting hundreds of millions of dollars to do research into diseases in Ghana and Africa. And in return for that research, the US was providing Ghana with hundreds of millions of dollars worth of health aid to help people who had been affected by those diseases. Well, the US has been negotiating with Ghana since November of last year to try and come to a new deal, and they finally agreed on something. And the new deal they agreed on was for Ghana to get over $100 million over the next 5 years in health aid in return for something. And what the US wanted in return was the information about how the cures the US was providing to Ghana worked. In other words, Ghana had to give over the sensitive information about their citizens to the US. Now, to be fair, a lot of countries would have accepted this deal. It's a lot of money and it would have genuinely benefited the Ghanaian economy. However, Ghana has come out and rejected the US offer because they refused to give over their citizens' data to the US. Ghana said one of the main reasons for them rejecting the deal was, quote, unhealthy concerns about the deal. They didn't say they have a problem with the US or they're mad at the US or anything. They just simply said they don't want to share sensitive information with another country. Not a lot of countries would do that, but I think it's Ghana trying to put their country first and their people first. And that's quite interesting. But it's worth knowing, this is something I actually only found out about from one of you guys messaging me. And so I bet you guys definitely didn't know about this. And so for all of the news that you won't find anywhere else, leave me a follow because I cover stuff like this every day.
And that is the updates. Now, and Chiremune say over 109 and I say 130 million and I say 109 no. Or they found $130 million no. Now Ghana is supposed to do a contribution. Now your contribution, the quota that was set for Ghanaians, $70 million. It's in Kanye bet you can move $70 million. And now $130 million dollars are not a year President Donald Trump, a year grantor or more Eddie Ebrano. That is the first part of it. But the other side of it, Ghana by General so says, I dear way, the Omuji to me, and no Ebinamde Ebebound. First of all, Ghana has to surrender the citizens a health data. Ye acquire Sabia, ye data, over 30 million plus a year, Timemufono, Obia health a year details, data, Yankayam Farmer a year US phono. Na the ombe so mode ye de omonkwa nanim yen bamu bi eno eye 1 eno no busumi bi anka 75 pence ena eda Ghana ni bia tri so anke no ebema Ghana ye health data or citizen bia edebe akoma US for eno eye one. This one too violates air data privacy, and also another section of it. So the first part is violating air data privacy, and you know Ghana general so say yet sa deal your mode air by. Now memorandum of understanding MOU omo ye the pre Ghana for no, it was unilaterally made. You can say unilaterally made say omo US for no America. And MOU no the buy say yen sign. Ghana for we just have to read yen kind yen sign. We don't have any objection. We don't have any contribution towards it. That be Ghana for anti Ministry of Health or anti muchemwa. And come on me anti kuono foforo. Yen delegation from Ghana any US omunyina kambo munhia no munye sa adwuma and aso munye MOU no foforo. Say the beya it will benefit Ghana, it will benefit the US as well. And also, idea Oman Peninsula MOU no the buy na it was unilaterally made. No, they expected Ghana to sign it within 1 week. And due to this, pressure, and quickly now say health ministry, no, with the health minister, find some non cabinet because this is a diplomatic kind of agreement. And we and health, and because we if rabbi and Eba ministry, hunting Senka, Empo, Foreign Affairs Ministry, Crampo, involved in this particular delegation. And you want the command cabinet in Subobo, home, amount from penny for so, Dabi, and Yadia on Bepeneso, Amas Anima way, and so Akoso. Now, almost answer Chemu say, Omuvie, Nasebia, ye ditum, Empo say, ye betia senke, be yes, agreements na. Nanka, Omuvia, ye data na Omodebe Kono. The bema pharmaceutical companies they are ye nro ni ade na say nro no the beba Ghana ama Ghana for so ayusu nro ni bi na de na atwa omu sunu mu kra ne say dro no be piem wo Ghana FDA eni sutumi enya de say FDA betimi de nsa aka say nro no amudi free America be piem wo Ghana ha no enji say ye den no omudi agum ebeto ama Ghana for say na kokoba say China for the COVID by ye na manfo nro bi omo ye ni ade na say ye bia na say anipa dodo na no maso betimi ayehye enji omo ye nro no de ba FDA they don't have any say in say adro no be market enti by the time we realize no na omo pia nro bebre e de free America e de be pm e wo Ghana ha enti eno so e ka ho bi anama omo anya ntu na say Ghana yanye over $100 million health aid health sector deal no from US yanye ntu no. So that is some reasons in yanye ntu. But then cabinet and as a bino as also assure Ghana for say they still have a relationship with the United States of America. And the fact say any more relationship, they are still looking forward. Say they will get a profitable kind of deal with a US for na etimia abua Ghana na abua US for so aka home. That is the update from somewhere koba ye say ye deal ni ade ni nyina ho ensem ene de aba no. Nti ye be kɔ ne ahwɛ video we ye wi a ye ba beto aso de amamo.
Has ignored all provocations. Recently, there was a political party in a country I won't mention threatening us that if we continue with this campaign, we run the risk of being banned from entering their country. They will impose visa bans. You will have observed that there was a conscious effort on our part to ignore the provocation. There are those who want to make this moment confrontational, who want to sow the seeds of division and discord, and to engage in actions that agents provocateurs engage in. We will not fall for the bait. And you can threaten us all you want, intimidate us all you want, but we will stay focused, and we will only engage those who are willing to partner with us.
All right, and the Foreign Affairs Minister, and then some more to dra and Bia and President John Dramani Mahama say reparations, and you didn't some echo to UN for him. And no Emma, the Reform Party, UK, a proposal be by say the countries are almost any reparation, especially Ghana ye ne ye champion no ye ma ye visa restrictions na chese nka mokra no nka mo bani yanke ye unse foreign affairs minister kasa no wanse da mbo country bi edin ba ye de enim because ye the update na bremo dada enti o chiremu reform party o mo nsem o mo de betu dwa they are not going to give them a listening ear. They are not going to give them their their word. And as omo nka bibia amfa ho, omo de omo focus ewo enyina eye UN omo reparations omo de akoto omo anima as we speak now eniema ekoso a ya voting no Ghana wi ni ade no omo ani hwe so na enye visa restrictions no omo ba begina mu abekasa ehun bebre nti on a political party in a country is trying to make this whole thing divert attention to the fact that any Ghana for visa restrictions then will lay low on the reparations because Ghana ha directly nka ye ka de obeba yen bibi edi say reparations no ko bema ye bibi dia pata yen a as a UK na di nkan omo de omo na bema ye bibia all the artifacts that they took away from here ni adinti omo kasa omudi kan because ebekwa etia omo na enso so foreign affairs minister Ghana ha o se nya de omudi omano betum tie no ehon sem na ye kokotie no na amanfo enso start a roasty eye efia odo on social media because omu kiremu a enei ninsam ye different from the time na NPP ewo aban mu okay fix the country the more I course nyina na efia odo dimu bi enei light dundumi ase bi mu kiremu anema bi 1 2 bi aso mo nheda husu ye na o mekasa me nti a she's sounding totally different because when president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo koka say as l'argent den sika MPD za nsemi papa di tu dwa yi o kiremu a o sise baby eye de na ese nti sika ntena ho na president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo as at that time ono na amadede no ekoso nti sese no sika eni oman nim na nei asem foforo asi electricity we dum we so na nsen kra de minister de abetu anim say okay first of all yen hear this particular screenshot ewo ye screens no eso nti uhwa we Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo somewhere 2022 and o kire say money does not like noise sika mpedede where there is noise, where there is chaos, where there is noise, where there is unrest, you will not find money. And if you're Dr. Mo, say you cause this chaos, you greedy fruit. Okay. And you know some of the two journal, and then abaya sesa, and a name of for ekoso. Now there is this video circulating now. You better call Nyaka share ba, you better trust with your mama.
I think sir. A time came where me say me who free political conversations because oka say Rebecca say NDC into now oka like we politicize literally everything so obi to say me no me koka bibi amistro because omo dey tag but that me so so it makes me just endure whatever is going on but everything that all three of it's correct. There's no lie in anything that anybody said, and I think so. We're all saying the same conversation. Oh, what's the real reason that doomsday is happening? Because if you calculate the power and whatnot, so it doesn't make any sense. And see, like America said, "Bibi, so winter's a storm, paying on your alerts for phone, so you're notified, so you can know what to do." So the same thing that should be happening here in Ghana. Say, bedroom lights. I'm who say, okay, say next thing that lights a doom and see. We should be notified. So I think everything that everybody said is right. But say, meba social media, meka honsem no. What's gonna happen if I say something about it? Because you're quite fix the country. I'm going to saying, what happened after that? Nothing.
Yeah, I'm fixing.
I mean, we're still going through doomsday now, ain't we? Doomsday is happening, isn't it? But I feel like everything they said is right. There is no wrong. There's no crime say about
because once you talk about it, we can say, "Oh, yeah, this."
And I mean,
the other way too is the same.
Do you understand? But like I said, I don't think any politician, person or shada, any bonnie. Like all the things that President Mahama has done, I don't think he intentionally wants doomsday to be the thing that brings him down. And if he doesn't want that to bring him down, then they need to be honest with the people, because the people that have put them in power. So why I didn't see that to me and yet clear about what is happening. And almost sure some kind of crena outrage be bana. So
it's would you say be a bibi or no Anna? Is that how you are?
Well, per the conversation, it doesn't make sense. Per the conversation, say bibi na a Greek or we shouldn't have done so because of the level of power that we have. So per the conversation that we're having and the evidence and the facts, everything is about facts and numbers. Per what's being given to us, it doesn't make sense. Maybe most people like me, I didn't know all these information and then I'm not information because me say maybe na shit. But per the more kind of know, it's not that.
All right, so that is the update coming in from Ifeodo. As we speak now, and then somebody to about the energy crisis I also I'm saying some no aqua different and Tiama for the na bonechi says CADM and I know assasa ama aqua and sembi and that is the update about Ifeodo and ne bash and a man for a passion and ye de Emma Monunti. Bet once.